Okay, it's recording now. So yes, go ahead and just open up the service order list. Okay. And I'll say, how about this? If you wanted to see just the appointments for Ray, what would you do? Okay, very good. Hey, Steph, are you on here? Stephanie's logged in. I can see she's on the video, not the audio. Okay. Okay, why don't you go just back to the service order list for everybody. And then pull up the one that, actually the one that's very top. Service order.
The one
yeah,
very.
Hello?
I'm here.
Okay. Stephanie, are you there? Okay. All right. I'm trying to move something on my screen here. Okay. All right. Why don't we just do a quick review with this one, Megan, and try to cover it. So, well, first of all, why don't you tell me what's running?
There it goes. We're doing a renewal of the termite test plan, a mosquito service, and a pest control resurface.
Okay.
For ants.
Okay. All right. Now, why don't you scroll up a little bit and explain the difference between the routing note field, the technician note field, and just the general note field.
The routing note is going to be like a permanent note saying Jared only for this appointment. The technician note is pretty much instructing the technician as to what to do when he gets there as to knocking on the garage door.
Okay. Who will see the routing notes when that is put in there?
Representative who's setting the appointment.
No, I mean, who's going to be using it? What's the purpose behind it?
Just, for really, honestly, scheduling.
Okay.
You know.
Well, what it is behind the scenes when you put that in there, when Amy or you would go to review the appointments before they're run or route them. If a routing note would give instructions like Jared only, which means don't move the appointment.
Right.
So if it's something that you want, again, we always say Amy, but I know you're doing some of that too. I mean, that's what that is for.
Okay.
What about that field there down a couple inches called the customer notes?
Customer note?
Yes, down a little bit farther. It's actually grayed in. Do you know?
Oh, okay. Okay, yeah, I see it now.
Do you know what that is for and how you edit it?
We've never done it before, but if I could guess, if a customer, gets there, I honestly, I don't know.
That's fine. All right, you see this link here? Let me ask you this. You know how to get to their customer card?
Yes, I know you can go over there to the right-hand side and click the customer number, and that'll go back there.
Hang on one second. Let me get rid of the... Okay, why don't you do that? Click on their customer card. Okay, and you have to hit edit to be able to edit this. Okay, so that customer note field is a field that's permanent in the sense that it'll always show up on the service order and always show up on the appointment ticket. And actually, Stephanie requested this because she said there's a lot of different things. You know, it could be something about maybe pets in the house, birds, an issue with access to the house that would need to be on every single service ticket or appointment ticket, regardless of, you know, what the appointment is. So if you type something in here there like birds in the house, all right, and then hit OK. See, now that customer note field is filled in with that.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Now, do you know how to go look at the actual appointment ticket?
Ooh. Service order details?
Very good.
Just preview?
Yep.
Or do I need to fill this in?
No, I just put in preview. All you need is preview.
Okay.
Okay.
There it is.
See both the technician note and that customer note.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Hang on one second. I'm going to see. Stephanie, are you on this call?
I am.
Okay. I wasn't sure if you'd logged in. Hey, real quick before we move on, because I know if I don't bring it up now, I'm going to forget. All right, Stephanie, the lady in Georgia that Ron, you know, stepped and the insulation went everywhere.
Right.
Okay, I talked to our insurance broker, John Diesel, and he said, yeah, we should go ahead and notify Fireman's Fund.
Okay.
And he has been handling all of our insurance claims. Most of them are auto or workers' comp.
Okay.
It's something we've only filed 2 liability claims.
Okay.
Since Penny's, you know, used to talk, you know, working with Fireman's Fund, maybe you two could just get together and figure out, and Penny just, you know, figure out who you need to contact and just go ahead and alert them that there's probably going to be a claim with this.
Okay. So we don't need to necessarily file a claim.
We need to know that John said we need to notify them that, you know, there's potential for one.
Okay. Okay. Well,
Penny, did you hear that?
I did.
Okay.
Yeah.
We've had 2 claims in the history of this company. One was a busted water pipe in Newport News about 10 years ago. The last one was when Dave and Foster got into the moving business. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Did you file that claim?
No, I did not.
Okay, Jenna must have. All right. Well, you need to coordinate with Jenna, or you know, just call Fireman's Fund with our policy information.
Okay.
And just notify them, because I mean, you know, the lady's not even talking to us. You know, we're still trying to, you know, basically settle it, and I have a feeling she's trying to come up with the highest dollar number that she possibly can.
Right.
All right. And Virginia, if you have any questions for me or need my help with anything, or you can always call Lori or John Diesel and consolidate it.
Okay.
So you talk to Lori all the time.
Right.
Yeah, and that may be the best thing to do. Just contact her and ask her how to proceed.
Okay. So Stephanie, if you'll just IM me that lady's name and number, address,
okay.
I'll call them when y'all are done with the call and let them know what's going on.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, Stephanie, any documentation, I know you have the email that you sent, but anything that you have, you know, we would need that, you know, Penny would need that, so.
Okay, do you think that, okay, and do you think I should still send that letter certified?
Yeah, I think you should, absolutely.
Okay.
But I mean, and again, that's the other thing, when you're talking to the insurance company, you know, our deductible on this is $2,500.
Mm-hmm.
If it ends up that it's $3,500, I'd rather just us pay it instead of filing a claim.
Right.
So, I mean, I'd rather just, you know, pay a little bit extra to keep our claim history really good, if possible. But you know, if she sues us for, you know, $50,000, obviously, you know, we're better off filing the insurance claim.
Okay.
So, okay. Okay. All right, Megan. Why don't you go back to the service order? Okay. And let's see, if I told you that it was only partially completed, like they couldn't complete the mosquito, just kind of, don't actually do it, just kind of point and tell me what you would do.
If they couldn't go through with mosquito, we would just click the pending for posting,
Right.
fill in the payment and the everything else. Of course, take that coupon amount out because we're no longer doing the mosquito service.
Okay.
And then after the chemicals, payment's already been, we'll post, it'll create a new service bin, and then we'll go to an action required and put why we could not complete the mosquito.
Okay. All right. I think you're ready to, let's get started. So why don't let's say that that we couldn't complete the mosquito. Everything else could be complete. Could you scroll down a little bit? Let's see what their payment situation is.
Sure.
Okay. Yeah. Let's say that we couldn't complete the mosquito, and they're only going to put down after that. They're only going to put down $70 with the 7 installment payments. You're gonna need to remove the mosquito first because it's going to want that minimum down payment in there. You can hit OK. Don't worry about that.
All right. So now go back there and do that.
Yeah.
Then 7 installment. Okay. Paying by check or?
Yeah, I'd say they're paying by check number, 500.
Okay. Then go fill up chemical.
There you go. And I got one more thing to show you before you actually post this.
Sure.
That field for general notes is right below technician notes. I changed it now, so I've showed you where after you post it, it saves the information like our service ticket, so everything's in the system. If there was a note or something that would have gone on the service ticket, you can put it in general notes. So if like the technician, like if he found like maybe a moisture situation or anything that maybe would go on that service ticket that's permanent, you would put it in general notes.
Okay. Do you want me to put anything in there now, or can you put?
I just want to tell you. I may tell you later to do that.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, yeah, and unfortunately, it's still not working with the service tick. I mean, that pulling up the new service order. So you got to go find it.
Okay. Oh, it's the wrong one. At the time, 1:06. The reservice. Okay.
And while I was just getting into the habit, like put like a note there, maybe why the mosquito service couldn't be completed. I put it in general notes. Okay. Hey, Steph?
Yeah?
Okay, so did you see that whole process, what happened?
Yes.
Okay. So, and if she hits OK, you hit OK, Meg. So now that service ticket is sitting there with that action required of RA for reset appointment.
Okay.
Where your department would go in and run this list. Megan, could you go and run the list by reset appointment? So what you guys would be constantly doing is going in and pulling up the list by reset appointment, clicking on the service orders and trying to set them again.
Okay.
So I think that's pretty slick how that works.
Oh yeah, it's nice.
Okay. All right, Megan, well, let's go back to the list of services. That was very good, by the way. Okay, actually pull up the very last one, that's 687. Okay, it's just a simple pest control reservice. Just go in and put in some chemical and post it.
Okay.
Okay. All right, very good. I wanted to put that one in there. Just how many simple reservices do we do each day? And a lot of this, Penny, as you know, we've talked about how much time they're going to be on the radio with the guys. Well, if it's just a reservice, you posted that that was about 15, 20 seconds. So,
Right.
all right. Okay, let's pull up the next one. It's that service order 661, the one at the top of the list. All right, and just a simple question here. What is the service order number?
000661.
Okay, very good. Okay. All right, here, how much is the daily deal?
It's a $49 voucher.
Okay. All right, and how much is in the coupon amount?
$49.
Right. So we'll see some more of these later, but just note that whatever, when it's a daily deal, that the same amount should be in the coupon amount, so it's zeroed out and we don't send them a bill.
Okay.
So
they don't need an MSC code, check number, or any of that.
Well, it depends. I mean, they'll need an MSC code if we're billing them for the renewal portion for the renewal. But any kind of daily deal, that amount should be in the coupon amount.
Okay.
All right. Okay. So for this one, let's see how much they're paying. Okay. All right. So would you need a check number and an MSC code here?
Only if they're paying that renewal.
How much? What's set up technician to pay?
I'm sorry, what was that?
How much is it set up for the technician to pay?
$40?
I'm sorry?
A $40 down payment?
Right, right. And how do you know if the technician is supposed to collect that?
It says customer down payment.
Okay, very good. Okay, so why don't you go ahead then and fill in the check number, the MSC code, and some chemical, and post this one.
All right. I accidentally pushed that.
Okay.
How do I delete that?
And don't forget the location of applications too.
Okay. And then post.
Yep. Okay. Yeah, go ahead and open up the next one. Okay. All right. I'm gonna throw something at you here. All right. Let's say that your email just dinged, and there's a same-day appointment. So you need to go to this, the list where there's the same-day appointments and see what is there.
Same day appointment.
I'll give you a hint. It's got a little bit. There you go.
Oh, screen just went black.
Okay.
Okay. Is it my computer?
It must be, because I can, Stephanie, can you see the screen?
Yeah, I can see it still.
I think it's something on your end.
Yeah, it must be. My computer turned completely black.
Is there another computer you could use to log into this meeting?
Yep. Yes. Yes. Yeah, I mean, let me get Penny's computer.
Then you have to go to meeting information.
Yeah. Yeah. Not sure. Nine, 7. For 9/31. 452. 429.
Any progress?
Yeah, we're getting in there.
Okay. Are you guys on, it looks like?
Yes, we are in.
Okay. All right. Well, like you said, like Ken, you know, you think it's the same day? Let's go see what's there. Okay. All right. Obviously you can ignore the ones that have the dates of February 21st and June or July 2nd. But why don't you open one of them that has today's date?
Either one of them?
Yeah. It's a little different. I may not remember exactly how to do this, but you highlight. Now you need to go click on Navigate at the top, even above that. There you go. And then you hit that card button. I don't know why. That's how they set it up, though. Okay, let's see how this was set, and we'll work this one.
Okay, it's not like, normally I would go in there and I would take off the service or the same day note alert saying that I got it.
But yeah, let me see what the deal is. What you did, you already did take it. Oh, I see what's going on. It'll be on the service. Well, for some reason, when you uncheck that button, I guess because you're accessing it from here, it's kicking you out of the service order. Go to that very last, go to the very last one. Just don't uncheck it. Okay, now just go in and work. Let's just work this one like, you know, you've got to. Okay, so this one's a daily deal. Okay. All right. Well, let's say, okay, you've alerted the technician. Now he's running the appointment, and now let's go through a scenario when he calls it in.
Okay.
Are you using the laptop now? Because I can see you're not moving around quite as good.
Yeah, I had a mouse on the last one. This one doesn't have a mouse.
Yeah, I don't know. All right.
So I'm a little slow now.
All right.
Okay. So what are we doing on this one?
Laptops are driving me crazy with this testing. All right. Yeah. Scroll again. Tell me what's running.
Just a daily deal pest control for $59, the voucher.
Okay. All right. So let's say the technician goes out to run it, and the customer decides that they want to go under a 1-year termite and pest control contract.
Okay.
Okay. Now this is a little tricky. You see with so the price for that is $356. But they're paying $59 for the daily deal. What I would do is just go in and put in and change the price for the termite pest to $297. Okay. And you're gonna need, yeah, okay, pretty good. All right.
Do I need to refresh?
Now go back. For some reason, it kicked you off the home. Click on the home tab. There you go. Yeah, now go ahead and hit refresh. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Now let's say they're paying. Let's say they're paying $60. Okay, they're going to pay 7 payments.
Okay.
Okay, I got a question for you. You're going to need to scroll up just a little bit, though.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, there you go.
Going slowly.
Okay. All right. Can you tell me what is the total amount we're billing them for, and how do we get that total?
Well, they're putting $59 towards the 1-year termite test plan, which making it a total of $297. They're doing a down payment of $60. So we're going to bill them the remaining balance of $237 in 7 installments.
Okay. All right, very good. So let's put in some chemical info and the check number. And
Ready to post?
yeah, hey, and keep in mind too, on those chemical lines, there's that note field. I mean,
Uh-huh.
you can fill that in, and that is saved permanently. Like if there is something there related to the chemical application that we needed to save, texted something like, I don't know what it would be, but I mean that will, you can put that there and it will save it.
Okay.
Okay. Hey, one little. Okay. So Eddie ran this. So we said that Eddie sold the termite pest control. So if you scroll down, go back to
Put him as the.
Yeah. There you go.
Okay.
Now you can go ahead and post it. All right. Go back to the first screen.
What?
You go back to the service order screen. You get the service order list.
Oh.
I think. There you go.
Okay. So I need to go back off the list.
Or you can see at the bottom, you either should be able to do it via escape or just hit OK. Okay. All right. Let's see here. Yeah, pull up that the one at the top, number 662. Okay, let's see what's running. Okay, let's say. Right. Okay, let's say on this one that even though it wasn't scheduled, that we have to do a pest control reservice for ants, and then also that he sells and completes a mosquito service during this appointment.
And he sold a mosquito?
Right. And he completed it during this appointment.
Okay.
Hey, actually, can you delete that delete that reservice line, because there's a different one I'd read. That one's going to be problematic. There's another one about the middle of the page called PC reservice or PCRS.
The PC reservice follow-up?
No, the one right in the middle, it says Pest Control RS. There you go.
There it is. Should I put yes on this one?
Yeah, all those, just put yes.
Okay.
Okay, let's see. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so let's say on this one that even though it wasn't scheduled, that we have to do a pest control reservice for ants, and then also that he sells and completes a mosquito service during this appointment. You're missing, actually, you're missing something right there, and then give you a clue. The total service charge to tell you what it is.
The total service charge. I just need to refresh.
There you go.
Okay. Refresh. Now the total charge. Okay. And then Eddie or Kevin, I believe is the tech is, we're going to put that he sold the mosquito service.
Right.
Okay.
All right. And yeah, let's say for this one that they just pay it in full with the check at the time of service. Okay. All right. Well, okay. A couple things here. One, you didn't need to put the MSC code in, and why is that?
Oh, because we're not billing them.
Exactly. All right. And then, yeah. Then the other. Oh, you can still leave it. It doesn't matter. And then the other thing is the target tests. Don't forget to put those in.
Okay. Obviously, the mosquitoes, and this is
So that was, yeah.
okay.
So,
Okay. And go do the chemicals, and then we're going to put pending to posting, or
exactly.
yeah.
Whoa. No, again, like what the deal is, these are being completed. The technician, he went out, was originally scheduled for renewal,
Uh-huh.
and then he calls and says, hey, they have ants, I'm doing a resurface. I'm also on the mosquito. So explain to me, why would you not want to check those boxes?
Well, I was misunderstanding. I thought you said that they were trying to reschedule it for another day. So that's the only reason why I was pending for posting, because I thought we were going to set another appointment for them to be done. So.
Well, no. Well, again, remember they paid the full $455.
Right.
Yeah. So no, again, everything was being done today.
Okay. See, I just misunderstood you. I'm sorry.
Okay, no problem.
So then, at this point in time, it's ready to post.
Right. Okay. All right. Let's look at the next one. All kinds of stuff here. This one, just so you know, that total service charge is wrong. There's a glitch there, but I'm aware of it. But we can still practice with this one anyway.
Okay.
All right, so for this one, let's say everything can be completed except the stink bug. And let's say they're going to put down, say, 500 in like 5 payments for whatever's remaining.
Okay. Paying by check?
Yeah.
Okay, now since we've never done this before, I'm sure, you know, there's multiple times we use 2 different chemicals. We would just fill in each chemical used, correct?
Yeah, fill in 2.
Okay, I just know that happens quite frequently. So.
Oh yeah, no, you can fill in as many as you need to. I mean,
Okay,
yeah, if you need to fill in 5 of them, you can.
okay, awesome. I'll just do one just to do it, but okay. And then everything's good to go. Go ahead and post it. Unless you have something else.
Let's say that the technician notifies the customer that there's like a water leak somewhere and there's moisture, like you know, it's someplace. Where would you put that?
In the customer note
No.
or general note?
General notes, yeah.
Has water leak.
Right.
Okay.
You don't have to get the spelling right. We're just practicing.
Yeah. Okay. So then, anything else with this one?
No, just remember you got to handle the stink bug.
Right.
Right.
Pending for posting, I'm going to go ahead and post, create a new service order, which I'll have to go back to that screen and then do an action required.
Yeah, I told the home group I hadn't tested it. I was waiting till today to see if it would. It's supposed to just come right up with that service order, but it's not doing it for some reason. So. Okay. All right, yeah, pull up the next one there. Okay. All right, so what do we got there?
We're doing a renewal of termite test and then just a pest control spray or reservice.
Yeah, let's say the reservices for ants. It looks like I forgot to put it in there. Okay. All right, why don't we let's look at the payment situation, see what that looks like. Okay, it's a little different here. What's different about this this payment?
There's no down payment. It looks like we're just going to be billing them 7 payments.
Well, there is a payment though. Can you tell me what it is?
They had paid in advance $70.
Very good. Okay. All right. So while with this one, let's say that it's going to need a follow-up on everything was completed, but it's going to need a PC follow-up in 2 weeks.
All right.
Okay. Let's like before you post, let's take a look at the payment information again. See if anything's missing.
The MSP code for billing them.
There you go. Yep.
Okay. Now we're ready to post.
There you go. Yeah. All right, let's go back to, very good. Go back to the service order list and we'll go to the next one.
Okay, so you don't want me to go back to that one and set up the action required?
Oh, that's right. No, you're right. Yeah, you're right. I forgot you. No, you're right. Yep. Very good.
Keep on going down the list.
Yeah, go to that next one. Okay, yeah, let's see what's running. All right, let's say on this one, I'm gonna throw a couple things at you. Let's say that the technician is at the house, but no one's answering the door, and you want to alert the customer service or the appointment setting department what's going on. Okay, there it goes. Okay, now let's also say, let's look at the payment situation. Okay, let's say that instead of giving the technician a check for $150, the customer wants to pay $150 by credit card.
Of course, you would put the expiration, the CVC code or CVV code in there. Since it's not linked, we'll just put cancel.
Right, exactly.
And we're going to go to invoice payment.
Okay. There you go. Very good.
Okay.
All right. And let's say everything was completed, then all 3 services.
Through. So we're good to go.
Yeah, you just need to put in some chemical and then you can
Right.
post it.
I can get back down there. We'll be good. There you go. Yeah. Sorry, I'm lost without a mouse.
I hear you. Hey, Stephanie?
Yeah?
And Penny, can you hear me, Penny? Yeah. You guys have any scenarios that, like, we're going through these that come up while appointments are being run? Anything you'd like to see how she should do it?
Let me think.
I mean, I think we're covering kind of the harder stuff.
Ready to post?
I mean, you kind of cover everything too.
Well, if you think of something, just shout it out. So.
Okay.
Anything else with this one?
No, I think you're good to go. Okay. Yep. Pull up the next one. Okay. Explain how this one was set up to be paid.
We're doing the renewal of the 1-year termite test, and they also are needing a reservice for pest control while we're there.
Okay. What about the payment situation?
The payment situation is they paid $100 in advance, so we're not going to need to collect the down payment today.
Okay.
We're going to 7 payments.
Okay. All right. Okay. Let's say for this one that the tech sells the mosquito, but it cannot be completed with this service, so it needs to be set again. And then Penny, Stephanie, that's one thing I wanted to ask you guys. So this is one where the technician is selling this service. Is the appropriate thing for it to be kicked back to your department, Stephanie, for somebody there to set the appointment?
If they already have coverage with us, yes.
Okay.
Oh, I'm going to do this thing.
I can't remember who's running it, May.
I can't either. I'm going to have to scroll up.
Okay. Now.
It is fun. All right. And we're going to put this pending the posting. But
Right.
Okay. So he sold it. I put his tech ID in, target pesky mosquitoes. I'll just carry on with the chemical and payment. I'll put the MSC code in for billing and the remaining 7 payments.
Right.
And fill this out. Okay.
Hey, there's no target pest for the pest control. I mean, just get in the habit of putting that in there. I mean, that is something.
Okay. All righty. Put that one pending for post, and we're going to go ahead and post. Okay, it's in there. We're going to do an action required. Okay. We wouldn't say reset appointment because it was never an appointment, or would we?
Yeah, you're right. I'm not sure if we put one specifically in for this one or not. If you don't see something that looks exactly right, then we'll just put reset appointment for now. How about
Or there's appointment.
Yeah.
And then I'll just put here pet sold mosquito.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Yeah, this one I did this for a reason. What's showing that's running there?
A renewal of the termite test and a renewal of their pet lovers.
Okay. Well, that's just where would you go on this screen to see what type of contracts they have?
Service order detail.
No, there's actually, you can just scroll down.
Okay.
Keep going. See there it says renewal info?
Yes.
That's where we're going to always list what type of contracts they have. And you can't edit it from here, but if you're ever wondering what type of contract that customer, you can go look on that renewal info and you can see it there.
Okay. There is renewal info. Okay.
Yeah. So I mean, if you're wanting one and like maybe a mosquito was set and you're not sure if they're under contract or not, you can just scroll down, look at renewal info, and it'll tell you what type of contract and whether it's active or not.
Okay.
All right. Okay. All right. So in this one, all right. So let's remember we talked about a little bit ago about that customer note field that will always appear on the service order and the appointment ticket.
Correct.
Let's say you wanted to put something in there. How would you do it?
Okay.
All right. Yep. Okay. All right. Let's look at the payment situation. Okay. Let's say that's not going to change. Well, actually, how have they paid for this one?
They paid $200 by credit card in advance.
Okay. All right. And yeah, so let's just go ahead and post it. And I'm going to ask you one more thing before you actually post it.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Let's say again. Now remember, after you post it, it's going to say everything that goes on our written service ticket now. And let's say there was a note that we wanted saved in the system, just like we would on a service ticket. Where would you put that?
In general notes.
Yep. Very good.
Maybe just put use or
It could be any card.
knock loudly, doorbell broke.
There you go. Okay. All right. Very good.
Okay.
Go ahead and post this one.
English, but okay. All right, so we are good to go.
Yep.
I'm going to go ahead and post
Yep.
this.
Okay. All right.
Next.
Yep. What's up? Yeah, so the next one. There's nothing.
There's nothing.
Yeah, close this out. I'm not sure what happened here.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, this should be, I think you may have, instead of hitting edit, I think you may have hit new for new service order.
Oh, okay.
Okay. All right, so let's scroll down and see what we got running here. Okay, we're simulating an IC here. I think what we could do with this one. Why don't, let's see.
How about customer decided 2-year plan?
I think I've got that. I think I got that one for a future service. Yeah, we could do that. Yeah. So how about they change it to the 2-year?
Oh, see, it did that again. I'll have to go back in and find it. Once I deleted that line, it completely kicked me out of the service order.
You know what happened? I think, yeah, you know what that does when you delete that? It's the same as deallocating it. Okay, I know the service order number ends in 671. So why don't you see if you can go in and find it. Actually, the way you're going to need to do that is you're going to need to select the service order, or not something, the service item before you delete the.
Right.
Yeah. So.
An add service item before deleting. Okay.
Yeah.
So would this be under order date now? Since
yeah, I think you can find it. Yeah, just find it under order date. It should be put in yesterday's date. Yeah, it's the one that's 671 is the
yeah, 'cause now there's no technician. Okay. So we're now doing a 2-year.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
now we're going to go there and completely set it for a technician and whatnot, correct?
Yeah, that gets, like I said, we got really screwed up, and I didn't realize this until now. Yeah, because what happens is you remove it from that technician, so yeah, you would need to go back in and reset it for whoever's running it. And you're going to need to actually highlight that. But for one thing, too, you picked the 2-year pest control plan, not the combo. But that's fine. We'll just do this for this fine. You can leave it at that.
Okay.
But you're going to need it whenever you go to set the appointment. You have to have that line actually highlighted. Which, there you go. Now you want resource out, the one at the very top.
Yes.
There we go.
There it goes. Just set it for.
Yeah, it's Kevin for right now. I mean, it had to be set for Kevin since it's NC3. Okay. There you go. Okay.
All right.
This gets a little tricky. We're going to have to practice this because there's also the service item rep who sold, and it was under me, D. McMichael. So yeah, you're going to have to make sure all that stays in there. Yeah, this is one we're, like I said, we're going to have to practice a little bit. But
okay.
Now let's see what the payment situation looks like. 5340. Yeah, just for practice, let's say that they're going to pay $100 with a credit card. Very good.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, let's say, yeah, from here, you just got to finish it up and then post it. Okay, let's see what we got going on here.
Renewal and a pantry pest service.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Let's. Okay. Yeah. I've got something here to look at. Scroll down a little bit. Okay. All right. There's something that's not complete about this. It is all. I'll give you a hint. It's on the service line detail. See if you can see what it is.
They didn't put what kind of coupon was in there.
Right. Or the voucher code.
Oh, correct.
Yeah, so I mean, we would need, and I mean, that's something I think we fight now with paperwork, you know, making sure that we verify that they actually liked us on Facebook and got a code. So, you know, whether you have to be talking to somebody to make sure
Right.
we got it. Okay. Okay. All right, that's what I had to quiz you on there. So you can finish this one up and post it. Yeah. Keep going. You're doing really well.
Yeah. Okay. This one we're doing a termite treatment.
Right.
I do see that Amy was alerted on that one. Or
right. Okay. Yeah. See. Yeah. There's something missing here on the service line detail. You'd have to get maybe the technician wouldn't know because it's not. It wouldn't be on the ticket, but.
We don't have the number of installments.
Exactly. So let's just say it's 3. And how about this? Let's say that you need to alert for whatever reason, you know, somebody in the yeah.
don't know.
That's fine. Just so you know where to go, that's all.
I mean, that seems like a common no electric or water access, so there you go.
Okay. Yeah, I've talked to Holland. We've got an idea of how to speed up these alerts, so I'll keep you posted. I do think we have a solution. So,
Okay.
yeah, I'd say for this one, yeah, go ahead and you know, do what you need to do to get it posted. All right, let's see.
Next one.
Yeah, just keep going. Yep. Let's see what I've got. Okay, all right, yeah, this. Okay, very good. Yeah, you're way ahead of me there. You said enter.
Sorry.
That's fine. No, that's great. Okay, but how about this one? Let's say we've already done this scenario, so I know you know how to do it. Let's say with this, he sells the tech sells an ICPC.
And it's being completed today?
Yeah. Yep. He's doing everything right there.
Good. Okay. Oh, let's refresh that.
Hey, there you go. Let's
Okay.
think about the total price.
6 plus 49. We're going to do... Well, are they applying? No, they're doing the mosquito treatment and the termite pest. So the price.
Well, let's just say for our, again, there's different ways to do it, but let's say that we did it so that they were getting the whole thing for $356. So that's what. Let's say the tech says to them, look, I can give you our termite pest plan, and like I said, even with your voucher, I'll do it. So all you're paying is $356.
So it would just be net service amount.
You did it right last time.
We would change the price, wouldn't we?
Yeah, exactly.
And just the 356 minus 49.
307. There you go.
So would we still leave the coupon and the voucher in there, knowing that that $49 was applied that way?
Absolutely, yes. Because I want it's going to be posted and tracked, and I'll be able to keep track of that coupon. So.
Okay. Okay. So then at this point in time.
Yeah, let's say we're paying $75, and it's going to be 75 or 7 payments.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, if you're ready to post, go ahead. Is that the next service order? Is that what you pulled up?
Yeah.
Okay, hang on one second. Okay, all right, this one, let's look at the payment information here. Okay. All right, let's do two things with this one. I want you to make a $50 down payment with a credit card, and then also we couldn't complete the outside spray. We could complete the renewal, but not the outside spray.
SOS. Spray. So I guess this one, when they set the appointment up, they were told they were going to use a credit card. Since it was already
Yeah,
credit.
you're right. It shouldn't really. You should see in there either an applied advance or an amount for the down payment. I just didn't do it that way because I knew I wanted to test you on the credit card. So.
Okay.
That one. That's one we already have a credit card number in there. That's okay. Just hit OK.
That's awesome. Okay. So normally just verify all that.
Yep.
That's cool. We're going to go invoice. Correct. Okay. Okay. Now.
Yeah, just whatever you would need to. Now it's just a matter of whatever you would need to complete to post this.
I mean, they're not paying with check, but we are still billing them the remaining balance. So. Okay.
All right. And just get in the habit of putting some chemicals. So.
Okay.
All right. I'm not even sure if the outside spray you even need to put a note in. I mean, I think
Okay.
yeah.
All right. Then we're done with that one.
Yeah. Got a couple more to go. Here. Let's do this one. Let's say that let's say that this one was a no-show, and you know, tech is knocking on the door, customer's not there, and they never show up.
Okay, whatever. Okay, with it being a no-show, we're not going to pin for posting. We're just going to deallocate, correct?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, there it goes.
That's, yeah, okay.
We're going to go to...
You should hit refresh, and then that'll do it. You know, it just kicked us out. We're having an issue there when we're deallocating same days. Yeah, that service order number was 680. Yeah, go back and find that one, because you'd also need to put it in action required.
You said it was 680?
Yeah, you got order date. Put it in as, yeah, I set this one up yesterday.
Oh, okay. That makes
Yeah.
sense.
So.
And since we've already alerted them, letting them know no answer, or we don't need to put any further notes, correct?
Yeah, you're done.
Okay.
Yeah, we're getting near the end here. I know this has been a lot, so.
All right.
I got 2 more. I want to see how you do with.
Click on the next one.
Yeah. Okay. All right. This is. Yeah. What kind of appointment? Ask, what kind of appointment is this?
This is an ICPC 356.
Okay. All right. So the notes up there said possible swarmers in the kitchen. Let's say that the tech does find termites and gives them an estimate for 5-hour treatment for $850.
Can I change it here, the hours, or do I have to go up to the actual?
No, I think, well, first thing, let's get the, and I'm not exactly sure how we're going to do this once, you know, we go live, but I'm not sure if we leave the termite pest plan there and then set the treatment for the difference. But I think let's put it as the price for the treatment of $850. Okay. All right. And then in the general notes, just put in something like 5-hour treatment and then put like, tech gave estimate or something. Okay. And then action required, there should be one for either estimate or set termite treatment.
Would I go ahead and do that now, or would I put that pending proposal?
Now, because when you deallocate it, what it's going to do is it's going to kick us out of the service order. So I'm thinking we just do everything before we deallocate it, and then we'll be finished when we deallocate it.
Okay. And you said termite estimate or need hours for termite treatment?
I think there's one. Do termite estimate. How about that?
Okay.
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 All right.
So now we're going to go deallocate.
Yeah, and deallocate it, and that should. And again, then then marketing will be able to find it, and they'll be able to
Deallocate, delete line. Nope. Nope. Nope.
No, that's what
Wrong
you want.
one.
Yeah, that's what you want. No, you're right. Yeah, go ahead and deallocate it. No, don't delete that line. Just deallocate it.
Right. But I have to highlight it to deallocate it, correct? Or no?
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you're right. And hit refresh. Okay, yeah, hit OK. Okay.
Good.
Okay. So that, yeah, we need to work on that, but I mean, that's basically, what, again, same thing. We're just alerting marketing to what happened.
Okay.
All right, now, yeah, let's go to the next service order. I think I've got one, even though there's maybe 2 or 3 on the list, I've only got one more that we're going to mess with.
Is it this one?
Yeah. Okay. All right, let's say for this one that the house does not qualify, and the customer says, well, if you can't do the termite, I don't want the mosquito. So what would you do? And this is similar to the last one.
Well, we want to alert that.
Right.
Or, yeah, we would want to alert to them, letting it know it's a DNQ for whatever reason, and then just deallocate both lines and be done. Or.
Yeah, well, and also put in an action required so they know what's going on, so they can find it.
Okay, but was I right about letting them know that it was DNQ for? Okay.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Inaccessible. Crawl. No. Okay, deallocating both of these is going to kick us out of that service order.
Right. So again, you want to do make sure you've done everything before we get kicked out.
Correct. Okay. And on this one, we probably don't want to set for follow-up. Do we have anything like?
I think there may be something there for, yeah, just keep going. I think there's something in there that'll handle it. Yeah, go back up to the top, see.
No.
Yeah, just keep going. If not, yeah, just put under marketing reset for now.
Okay.
In this case too, I put a note about the mosquito as well, saying, yeah, customer, doesn't want mosquitoes since, doesn't want since the house is DNQ. Don't, this is a different service order.
Oh, okay. So it went ahead and did both of them then.
No. It did. It did both appointments. This is now. It just opened up the next service order. Is all this did.
Okay.
So, and why don't with this one? Let's do one more. We'll practice with this. This is the last one I think that we have. Why don't we do this? And I want to test this because this wasn't working properly before. Go in with this one and do a credit card payment to pay the whole thing.
All right. The total price is $356. And
Yeah, that's all I wanted to test. So why don't just put in some chemical just for practice, and then let's see if it posts the way it should.
okay.
Yeah, let's post it, see if it works. All right, great. Okay, good. That was very good. Do you have any questions about or anything that we just worked on, or?
No. I feel pretty, comfortable. Minus a few things that, we went over today, but,
Right.
And
this question's for everybody, not just Megan. Do you think we've covered most of the scenarios that would come up, that dispatch would be working with the techs? Is there anything that we're missing, or we just need to make sure we can do?
Have you done like a cancel combo?
That would be one where you've got it running at like 356.
Right.
And is that usually handled? Does it ever occur with the technician, or is it more when the appointment's being set?
Of course we try and, if it's going to happen to make sure it's in there, but sometimes it does happen when the tech's out there.
Okay. Okay.
Which can wait for next time.
Yeah, we'll wait, because I'm not 100% sure how I want it. Because all you'd be doing is you'd have the renewal. You would delete that appointment and then pull up a 133 for the IC. So I know she can do it because she did it with other services. Like right. It's the same like with the 2-year.
Okay.
Yeah. Megan, Penny, do you guys see anything that we haven't covered, or?
I don't think so. Doing it all.
No,
I know what you guys do every day. You're the perfect people to ask. So.
Yeah, I haven't seen anything that we haven't covered. I'll start. If I run into something from here until next time, I can probably make some notes and But
okay. Okay. All right. Well, let me do this. Let me kind of think about what we should do next with you, because you've got pretty much everything down. The only thing I know I want to do is kind of show you some other things in the system, maybe do more with setting appointments, just so you have a better understanding like what the people in Stephanie's department are doing, and same with marketing department. But there's not that much left to really teach you.
Okay.
So, I mean, as far as what I think you're going to be doing on a daily basis, I think that's pretty much it.
Okay. Now, will I mean, I know this is kind of off topic or whatever, but will I actually get to see more of the scheduling side, like go into more details about everything as well?
Yeah, we can cover that next. That'll be one of the things we do next.
Okay. I didn't know if maybe you had a day set with Amy or something I could just listen in, or, you know.
No, I really don't have anything scheduled with Amy. I tell you what, how about, do you have any time tomorrow?
Yeah, I mean, I'm here from 9:30, 5:30, whenever.
And why don't we plan, let me get with you in the morning. I think I'm basically free tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe we could do another session tomorrow, because what we can do is you and I can set the schedules for next week together, and then I can kind of set what you would do behind the scenes.
Okay.
And then, like I said, maybe we'll set some appointments too, just so you can get, like I said, just a better idea of, you know, what they're doing. I think it will help you.
Right.
Okay.
I mean, because like right now with scheduling, all I do is travel requests, which, you know, that's been taken care of with our new system. So there's not much I do now in scheduling, but if Amy was ever to take vacation or whatnot, I would like to know, you know, how to do that or.
Right. Yeah.
So.
Well, the travel's gone away because you can now when you set an appointment, if you need travel time, well, in this system, you set up the travel time then. So.
Right. Yeah, I saw that, and that's why I said I won't have to worry about that anymore. And that's all I do right now with scheduling. But just,
Okay.
you know, as far as switching text or whatever, I mean, we briefly went over it, but I just, you know, I feel like I get better at that as well.
Okay. Okay. Well, we'll start tomorrow with you scheduling appointments, or I'll be setting up the schedule. Then we'll schedule some appointments. And I'll show you just a little bit more in the system, try to just kind of give you a better understanding of everything that's in there.
Okay. Yeah, that definitely works.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll like I said, how about just send me a Skype when you come in tomorrow, and then we'll on the time.
Okay, sounds good to me.
Okay. All right, Penny, you got anything else, or?
Do you have anything else?
No, I'm good.
Penny, you think you're going to be able to pick this up pretty quick?
Not as quick as Megan, but yeah.
Okay.
I'm a little old, but I can do it.
We're all old now.
I can show her.
Okay. Hey, all right, I'll talk to y'all later. Steph, I'm going to call you in a few minutes. I got a couple things to talk to you about.
Okay. Bye, everybody.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye, Megan.